Okay, let's see if we can get this going. And I'm doing white mage, black mage, so let's go ahead and get this up and go to Quiffum. So, don't know if anybody's going to watch or not, but I am playing through Final Fantasy XI and doing voices and commentary for my love, Amanda. She would like to know more about the games I played and things I did growing up, so here we are. I'm going to go through and make these VODs and hopefully upload them to YouTube later, if possible. So right now I'm going to go through and just don't have much going on. But let's go ahead and do red mage, black mage for right now, and then just kind of start working through. Oops, that's thief. Yeah. And start doing the story missions, starting with Windurst and going through the city missions. Is my equipment all awesome? And just see how it goes. Our time zones are very different right now, so we can't share in this together how I would like. So hopefully through these VODs, when she has downtime in her studies, she can listen or watch or whatever. So let's go to Windurst Woods to the exit and start the Haruhito Ruins survey, I believe it's called. The Harutoto Ruins experiment. Mission orders. The Ministry of the Oristry is conducting an experiment in the eastern magic tower of Harutoto Ruins located in East Saruta Baruta. Inquire at the Oristry first, and then go assist him. So we need to go find the Oristry. Manusteri Consulate. Levers. And we actually have running boosts, I believe. So, I guess while we're running and finding who we're supposed to talk to here, I can kind of explain to you how the game works. This is an MMO. You have stats, which I explained this morning, but in this game, you can see this area is currently affected by super coop powers, myriad mystery boxes, swift shoes, and crystal caboodle. What this effectively does is if I rest for however many healing ticks, I get starting a 15-minute speed boost to my running, and every additional tick will increase the duration of that speed boost up until 60 minutes. I don't actually need to wait for it to get to 60 minutes. This is fine. For what we're doing, this is fine. And we'll go running through here. when I target someone, you can see their name in the bottom right here is green. That's for an NPC. Or maybe you can't see, but the name of their head is green for an NPC. It'll be white for a normal character. And hopefully my screen isn't too blocked off. I am going to go ahead and run through my starting town. This is the town of Windurst. It's got this nice little tree symbol here for their country. 5 stars. Big tree. There's a big tree in another zone, but it's sort of a tropical, warmish, vaguely Asian kind of. So the natives here are the Tataru and the Mithra. Tataru are the little potato-looking childlike people here. I guess childlike isn't quite the right word. In other genres it'll be like dwarfs, but in Final Fantasy XI they are mystic wizards of sorts. They have high intelligence relative to the other races. The other race here is the Mithra, which I am playing as. They have a high base dexterity and agility, which isn't really too important in the grand scheme of things, but starting out, I like the stats for of this race in general. I prefer the dexterity and agility over the strength and vitality. I think their mind and intellect aren't so bad. Intelligence. So they shouldn't be so bad. So we're just going through the zones. We're now in the zone called Windurst Waters. There is the stores. Rhinostery, don't need that. What do I need again? Orrery. Rhinostery, let's go up to this next part. Orrery, not Orrery, Optistry. I think we might have run past it back in the other zone. Let's go check. So, I first started playing this game in 2005? 2006? And I never made it very far at that point in time because I was still in high school and I didn't have all the time in the world to play, so that wasn't always available. No, I didn't go the wrong way. I need to go to walls. Windurst walls, I think. We'll figure it out. I'm not really looking at a guide right now, so I'm not exactly sure what to do. But I figure I can fuddle my way through it, and it'll be fine all the same. but my job is red mage, black mage. I am red mage for a very specific reason. I have cure spells and buffing spells, so I can increase my defense, I can heal myself, prevent myself from getting interrupted, reduce damage, and enfeeble. All sorts of things. All sorts of wonderful things. I can also cast some offensive magic. Not as much as like a black mage, but it's enough. In case there's other problems. Do I need... I really need a better sword. Do I have a better sword? No, I don't. I will have to go get a better sword soon. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But red mage is sort of a jack of all trades. Doesn't really do anything specifically as well as others, but it's incredibly useful. The other reason we are red mage is for 3 spells in particular. Well, 2 spells in particular. Deodorize isn't really that incredibly helpful. Sneak means that you can't be detected by sound, or lessens the chance to be detected by sound, and invisible lessens the chance of being detected by sight. In either case, it lets me just kind of walk through any zone that I'm in without having to worry about it too much. Huh. I guess the Oyster was in the first zone I was in. Oh well. It's fine. While we're here, I'm gonna go up and start a quest for a job called Summoner. It allows you to get pets to fight with you at the cost of magic, and they're adorable, so I'm gonna get it. Actually, Summoner's a pretty powerful class too, and very useful for solo playing if I don't end up playing with anybody else for this playthrough, so we'll go and start that quest. This will be my first extra job. Right now all I have are Warrior, Monk, White Mage, Black Mage, Red Mage, and Thief, and I'm sort of leveling them all at the same time, but going to this house will let me start a quest for... Let's see, huh? Who are you? Why do enders always come sticking their noses into places they don't tar belong? Can't tar you see I'm busy here? I don't tar to have any time for idle chit-chat. So why don't tar you make like a wind and, What's that you've got, Taru, in your grubby little hands there? Maybe... Oh, should Taru your trap and show me. Ajido Marujido. Ah, a carbuncle's ruby, you say? Well, this thing sure talks a lot to be an... Eh? This thing sure talks a lot to be an ordinary gem. I'll let you on a little secret. If you want Tato to know what it's saying, close your eyes and open your heart. Let down your guard and accept all things and everything around you. Come on now. Seek and gather the 7 colors that cover the sky and embrace the earth. So, what did the gem have to say? Seek and gather the 7 colors? Well, at least it doesn't sound like a trap. I'm not sensing a whole lot of energy from within this ruby anyway. But I need to tell you this. When you let down your guard to hear the voices around you, you should probably have a strong black mage by your side just to be safe. Those voices around you aren't Taru always going to be weak ones just now. You had better be careful. You won't Taru always have me there to protect you. Did you get all that, misadventurer? Alright. I need to... We'll pretend that you don't see this. There we go. We're gonna disable that so I don't have to read quite so quickly next time. Because reading Tarutaru script is quite difficult. I guess I can explain. Right now you can hear my footsteps. If you're listening carefully, it's choo 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 choo. So if I use sneak, mechanically, and actually it gets rid of my footsteps, so both from the game's perspective and from our perspective, I don't make any more noise. And then if I cast invisible, it makes me literally less visible, so that's why we're playing Red Mage, because I can do that. And Red Mage has a little bit more attacking power than White Mage, so there you go. We're actually going to stop by the auction house here and see what kind of swords are for sale real quick, just to get a better damage. Let's see. Hey, that all sold. Weapons, swords. Is there anything? Let's sort this by level. Centurion sword's pretty good. That's a relatively useful sword for most of my classes too, so I'll go ahead and grab that and put that in my wardrobe, I think. Yeah. There we go. Okay. That'll do for now. I could use more inventory, or equipment slots filled, but for now this will do fine. Now, put my hermit's ring on. Okay. Let's see, where is... Where is the oristry? It's gotta be in port. Ooh. That means it's 8 PM here. Records of Eminence is just a way to create objectives for you for your like average daily play. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate some of these. So if I do any of these things it's suggesting I do, it'll give me bonus experience and bonus points, and it'll be good. I might actually kill vermin. I don't know. But one of those is communicating, so I'm gonna say hello. And I get bonus points, yay. I don't know what to do with Unity accolades, but I'm sure it could be useful. Okay. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oristery. Right next to the Fisherman's Guild. I ran right past it. Then I knew I ran right past it, but then I didn't go back. Yeah, it's fine. So, in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed your tour of the city. I'm also going to check for some basic white magic spells that I may have forgotten. I don't have a couple of spells that I should have, so I'm going to check on that real quick. Alright, let's see here. No. Huh. They don't have paralyze. What's up with that? Oh well. Excuse me. Okay. They want us to go check on the Oristery. And talk to somebody, so I'm going to look at some of these names and say Yaman Hachiman? Probably not. 20 years have passed since the last war, but I wonder if something's stirring elsewhere. The current generation knows nothing of war, though. Battles in faraway lands may be a mere fantasy to you. Okay, Boomer. I don't know. Great War of 20 years ago was a woeful tragedy. So many brilliant warriors of the Oristery's warlocks were felled. Too much is lost in times of warfare, even if true peace, the most precious thing of all, is gained. Alright, these guys aren't who I need. Let me see if I can find someone else to talk to. Machu Picchu. Have you, traveler, also come to Windurst to take a looky at the Great Star Tree? If so, then the Star Tree, also known as Heaven's Tower, is far to the northeasty of here in Windurst Walls. If you want to, I can use my magic to send you to Windurst Walls in an instant. Would you like that? No, I want to be here, actually. I forgot this part of the city's so obnoxiously large that they have teleports for you around the city. Okay, I can't actually go there. Maybe I just talked to... No, this is the... Yeah, it's a new player guy. I don't need to talk to him. I guess we'll just talk to everybody. Kunchichi. Hey, isn't that a mercenary badge? It has magical powers, right? Must be nice. Wish I could go to the Near East as a mercenary. Maybe I could hit it big there, just like Karaha Buraha. Baruha. Karaha Baruha. I'm a newcomer to the Oristery, but my dream is to be like the great Hiru Karaha Baruha and do a great service to my country during war. You see, I think a war is about to begin, and a lot of people are gonna die, like in the last war. I want to stop that from happening. Oh, that's sweet. Be careful now. This is a magic training area. It's far too dangerous for you average Joe Blow to be hanging around here. You can reach the outdoor training area from behind the platform there, but outside is even more dangerous than it is in here. Be especially careful if you're heading out there. Oh, I can just walk over here. Ha! What do you know? Orudu. I am OM Orudu. I have been studying status-changing magic for nigh on 25 years. Now. Ah. For nigh on 25 years now. Oh, no. But my research is far from over yet. Oh, yet. I'm determined to keep on studying until these eyes see a mind-numbingly incredible status ailment. Okay. Let's not. What are you doing loitering around here all willy-nilly? This is a training room for magic spells. If you're not careful, you'll get fried to a crisp or worse. Ooh, cutscene. What's that? Oh, now I see. You volunteered to help us with a magic experiment in the Horutoto ruins, have you? That's right. We did ask the Goon Platoon Gatehouse for assistance. Hey, Kuroidol Moidol. That was the minister's pell-mell experiment, wasn't it? Yeah, the minister headed off hours ago. She said she had some preparations to do or something like that. Sigh. Typical of the minister to ask for assistance and then leave before the help comes. That's gone and put this poor hotty-dotty adventurer out. I know. Our minister is so self-centaured. He thinks of nothing but himself. Well, anyway, it'd probably look better for you to head over to the magic towers in East Sarutabaruta. Really? I don't think it matters if your first impressions with hoity-toity old him is good or not. Either way, it won't get you into his good books, will it? Anyway, head out to the eastern magic tower of the Horutoto ruins. It's far away, or it's a fair way, and it's itsy-bitsy bit dangerous, so you might want to take some friends with you. Good luck. You'll need it. So, we are gonna go to eastern. That's West Sarutabaruta, so we need to go east. There's a lot of running around this game. There are teleports everywhere now, so I could go faster, but I'm not. I'm just gonna take my time. There, I get some extra time on my sprint. And let's go. Some of the names in this game. Oh, let me check something real quick. And then go back to... Is there a way to exit mod view? Sorry, I'm looking through... I have the video up on my other computer. And I'm looking for... There we go. Go back to stream channel. I just want to see if it's properly showing everything. I think so. That should be good. Okay. And I'm gonna try and get through this one quest tonight. And then when it's finished, I will probably shut down and maybe go level afterwards. So I don't have to share too much combat with you, because I think it's fun, but as far as just watching it goes, I don't think it's that fun. So, but we are going out to the east. We are going to the Horutoto ruins to check out on this minister who went out there. And I'm not looking at any guides in particular just because I'm lazy and I don't want to, so I don't remember exactly which tower I'm supposed to be going to or what I'm supposed to be doing there, so we will run around and find out. I don't think there's too much in the towers that can threaten me, so I don't have to worry about fighting, but we'll see. We shall see. Ooh, the orange light. I can feel its power run through me. That was weird. It's not weird, it's actually... They said the one that's a little bit away is so either the top one or the right one. But it's the first level mission, so I'm going to check this bottom right one first. And see if that's where I'm supposed to go. If not, we'll go on. Saruta Baruta's a really big area. Personally, my favorite as far as music and environment is called Runfoire in another area. But this place is alright. The other thing I've done is I've turned off names. So if I turn it on, you can see if you're running around, it just shows little nameplates over everything. Yellow is enemies, white is players, and green, again, is NPCs, or things you can interact with without fighting, I guess. But it kind of clutters everything when you see them all the time. I'm fairly familiar with most of the stuff in this area, so I just turn it off and don't worry about it. If I need to know what it is, I can select a target. Horayore. This is the southeast tower of Horutoto ruins. The only magic tower functioning after the Great War 20 years ago. Southeast. This might not be the right one, because they specifically said the easternmost tower. So it may be the one north of here, because there's a northeast, a southeast, and probably just an east. I don't know. But we can run through here real quick and see what's going on. So, this is the Horutoto ruins, but it is also a dungeon. In reality, the first dungeon that you'll come across in the game, if you're starting in Windurst, or at least the closest to where you start. So we're going to go around, we're going to look at these magic gizmos and see if that does anything, and then no. So I'm going to continue running around. There's a cracked wall here, so we click on it, it opens up, and we can go in this room. So I'm going to click on this other gizmo. Nothing. So we're going to run around, we're going to click on things, and just see if we can't find anything going on. I think this place is used later in a quest using these gizmos for something else, so this may not be the correct tower, but let's go ahead and check all these cracked walls just in case. This isn't the right place. Alright. Looks like we'll have to go somewhere else. Is there another cracked wall here? Yeah, one more cracked wall. We'll check here just in case. Nope. Nothing going on here. If you see when I hit check, it tells me the level of an enemy, whether it'll give me experience or not. Which is like, if it's too weak to be worthwhile, it won't give me any experience for fighting it. Generally, it has to be within 3 to 5 levels for it to give experience. If it's above your level, it gives more experience. If it's below your level, it gives less experience, excuse me. So, I just double check the monster's levels every now and then just to make sure I'm not wandering into a dangerous place. Let's talk to this person too, just in case. Coop, who, hold on there, this is any place for adventurers to wander around, wander in and out of. Withdraw immediately. I'm not sure what kind of accent they're supposed to have, but I can't trill, so I will probably fail at every Mithra accent that they give me. I mean, I'll probably fail at every voice that I try to do, but that's besides the point. So in this game, there are 5 races. Elvain, Mithra, Hume, Galka, and Taru that you can play at least. There are also races called the Beastmen, and they are usually, I guess the word is anthropomorphic, based off of different animals. So this is a Yagudo, based off of birds, crows usually, I think. There are also orcs, which are based roughly off of lizards, I guess. And goblins, which are just goblins, and then Kadav, which are based around turtles. And they each live around one of the 3 starting nations. And they're sort of antagonistic for the most part. Not always. There are rare times where you're not antagonistic. But we'll get there when we get there in the story. For now, they sort of are somewhat aggressive towards players and have animosity towards the different nations involved, so a lot of fighting. In the grand scheme of things, there was a great war, I think 25 years before the beginning of the game, and the beast tribes were all united by one beast called the Shadow Lord. And during the war, they attacked the 3 nations and sacked Windurst in particular. They burnt down part of the Great Tree. And after they were beaten back during the war, there's been some tension where they've had a resurgence lately, and they are becoming more aggressive, but I believe we'll learn more about that in the story naturally. But as you've seen from the other conversations, there's sort of a lot of nervousness in the 3 nations regarding the resurgence of beastmen. Sama Gojima. The Minister of the Orrery is in the laboratory beneath here. To get there, you should check the walls very carefully. Okay, this is where we're supposed to be. Thank you, Sama Gojima. Gojima-sama. I wonder if that's a intentional joke. Gojima-sama. Anyways. So, this is another set of ruins. Somewhere in here is the minister that we are looking for. Ooh, survival guide. So, the reason it's important to click on these survival guides is they act as a teleport point, so you can quickly teleport between several of them. So by collecting them, it's just easier to get back here in the future if we ever have to. But I'm not particularly collecting teleport points because that's no fun. It gives me time to talk and explain what's going on if I walk. So there's a cracked wall. I don't like this. Let's be on the safe side. Oh yeah, let's not screw around with these guys. Level 80, I'm level 30. You can fight within like 5 levels effectively, but that's a bit too much. There's no wall there. So I should be safe with sneak and invis. Shouldn't be anything in particular. Hopefully this is the correct place to be, and I'm not wasting too much time. But again, I haven't been checking, so I honestly have no idea. That's a big bat. Death Watch beetle. It's a real shame I don't have Black Mage leveled up, because he has a spell called Escape. And it's like, it's a spell you can use to instantly leave any dungeon area. Which would be handy in this area in particular if I am going the wrong way. There's a good chance I am. But let's go up here and see what's going on. Here's a magic gate. It opened up. These guys are level 20, so they're not so bad. I'm going to do invisible again just in case. I can't be invisible when I click on these walls, so... Now I'm not even on the map anymore. Oh. Boggart. Crap. He doesn't like me. Let's get some spells going. Really? These guys are weak to fire, huh? So, on combat, you can see I'm getting skill points. Like, evasion just rose to 77. So, every class has skills that are graded. They can get up to like 400 or 500 or something like that. And the max is increased per level that you gain, so like right now I have 89 skill with a dagger and 86 skill with a sword, etc. So the higher your skill level, the more effective that weapon, or the more accurate that weapon is, or that magic is, and stuff like that. So it's very useful. And I think I've gone the wrong way, so I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go back down this way. I think I've gone probably way too far into here. But part of the reason I'm not using a guide, and part of the reason why I'm just walking everywhere, not teleporting, is I do think it's fun to just kind of explore and get lost and not know where to go. And I have a map and I have an idea of where I'm supposed to be going, but I don't know. And finding out is part of the fun. Solving a puzzle and all that. So that's what I'm doing. And we've got about 10 minutes before I've been streaming for about an hour. So I will try and finish this up in the next 10 minutes or so, and then see if I can't get the VOD uploaded, if it'll allow me to or not. I don't know. I don't know how that works, so hopefully I can load a VOD and send it to YouTube or something like that, and... Ooh, treasure chest. Ooh, blobs. These guys are weak. I wish I had a key. Those guys are too high level. Anyways. Hopefully I can get this uploaded somewhere, or just send you the VOD link, if it'll let me. I don't know how Twitch handles that anymore. It's grown enough that it may be restricted to partners or people that stream a certain amount of time, but it had a couple of VODs on there from 9 years ago still, so hopefully it's alright. That way you can come and listen to me play or watch me play if you have time, or if you don't have time, you can watch the VODs later. And it'll just be me playing a game and talking. Maybe people might come and watch me stream it, but until I can record it locally on a new PC, this is the best I can do for now. Basically using Twitch as a potential way to save recordings. Maybe upload it to my YouTube account and send it to you there. Reload player. Is there a problem? Well, let's see if my internet just crapped out. Let's see here. Nope, quality's good, everything's fine. No drop frame. Okay, we're good. I don't know why that other window crapped out, but it's fine. Is this where I came in from? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go look for a different cracked wall, because I don't think I'm supposed to go that far in. It doesn't make any sense to send someone on a level 1 quest and require them to have sneak potions. That's just insane. That would be way too hard for a level 1 quest. Or 5, kind of, technically. So it's probably... no, not that one. Let's go this way. Let's try this cracked wall. There we go. That's much better. These guys are all like low level. Makes more sense. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom. This is a good song. But everybody else says the same thing, brother. Why, oh why, won't you listen to what I'm trying to tell you? Ah, Pururu. At long last we've achieved peace. Why risk destroying it? Behind your backy-wacky, some people say that you're setting out to start a war. What's more, you know that this laboratory in the Horototo ruins is off limits. What do you know? What do they know? Ajido Marujido. And you, Apururu, my own sistaru. Can't you see the truth behind all of this? Why do you think they all fear war, but won't lift a finger winger to do anything about it? They all say that Windurst has peace and security, but do you really think our country has peace? The wounds the Aura story received from the war haven't healed, even after 20-odd years. The best of the warlock mages are dying off, unable to train new, younger replacement Tarus. Just imagine what would happen if war broke out again. Windurst would be obliterated in an instant Taru. That's why we need some grand new magic. But what about the Star Sibyl? Yes, and what about her? What was the reason she forbade the very magic I seek? If they could have controlled that magic properly, then we wouldn't have had to buddy with the Beastmen in the first place. Sure, the Spellweaver died, but the magic itself was a great success. Only you, my dear brother, would call such a great tragedy a success. The mastermind of the Millennium met such a tragic fate, so what chance would a faker-waker genius like you stand, Ajita Marujido? Say what are you like? A genius is never accepted by the world in his own time. If you've come here just to whinge and whine, then off with you. Go on, get Daru. Well, I've tried my hardest to convince you. Now I don't care what happens to you anymore, brother. Don't come crying to me if you get yourself killed. That's kind of awkward. Oi, who's that over there? What's that daughter you say? A wannabe newbie adventurer, huh? So you're the one they sent to help me with my experiment. Well, you're too latey-waity, the experiment is over, and this gizmo just broke down again. And then my pesky little sister wandered on in just to add insult to injury. Phew. Well, I've had enough for one day. I'm headed home. Seeing as you've come all the way, I'd hate for you to go home empty-handed, so here's a little job for you. On your way here, you probably noticed the glowing receptacle gizmos here and there, didn't you? Well, inside each of them is a magical ball called a mana orb. I think one of those mana orbs was broken when my experiment failed just now. Your job is to find the broken sphere and take it back to the orrery. Oh, and one more thing. Don't go blabbing about what you just heard here. Alright, Aru? Yeah. So, the nerves of dealing with the Beastmen have them trying to do experiments to unleash a new magic. One that they tried before, but it killed the one that tried to start it. So we're going to check all these little spheres and see which one has a broken sphere thing on the inside, a mana orb. And then we'll bring it back to the orrery and let them deal with it. That one's fine. We'll see. Here we go. Maybe this one? Who knows? Nope, that one's fine. So that's the right side done. Let's go to the left side. That one's fine. I don't remember if this quest specifically, it's the very last one you check always, or if it's a specific one, but we'll go ahead and check all of them. It would be unfortunate if it's a specific one and it's the last one, because that means we just went the wrong way around. That's different. There we go. I got a cracked mana orb. So now we can go back to the orrery. Earlier, where is it? So, instead of running back, I'm just going to use the warp ring and warp back to my home point. It's a little bit more efficient, a little bit easier. That's fine. But my home point is back at the gate in Waters. Oh good, it's the right gate. That's nice. So, I'm gonna go turn this quest in, and then I will be done questing for tonight. Ew. Kamemushi. Blech. It's right above my head. You want to make an enfeeblement kit? Oh, that's a different quest. I don't need that. There we go. By the way, were you able to retrieve the cracked mana orb? If so, then tell it to my buddy, Hakuru Rinkuru here. He's right next to you, why can't you just... Okay, whatever. So we're able to meet our Flub the Dub Minister, huh? The Minister came back in an itty-bitty ago, but was straight out the door again. Oh, that's the no-go mana orb. Ah, so you were the one the Minister was mumbling about when he huffed and puffingly ran in and out of here. He told us to take the hunk of junk cracked mana orb off you. Thanks for your humdrum help today. We look forward to having you help us again during our next Mayday. Alright. So, that was mission 1 complete. And they're all about that long, I guess. Some of them aren't that long. And if I use teleports, it's not nearly as long, but that's fine. Okay. So, that's about what a quest looks like. Amanda, and I love you, and I will do more questing tomorrow and make more of these vlogs and VODs, and then I can send them to you, and you can, if you have time, watch me play a little bit. Or maybe just listen to me talk at you. I don't know if you like that or not, but I'll keep doing it. Love you. Good night.